we're checking out a property that's listed for $399. And so on today's video, I'm gonna take you on a tour through this house, and then we're gonna go back to the computer, run numbers, and I'm gonna show you what we're gonna offer on this property. Marcus just got his Supra. We've been waiting to come to this house for a while, but they said no blind offers, which means that you're not allowed to make an offer if you don't see the property. So here we are. Okay, shitty deals because the Supra is jammed, but somebody left on all the lights in there. Let's see if you can see anything. Oh, there we go. Somebody left the lights on in the kitchen and the ceiling fan. And I'm guessing they put the key in the wrong place because that thing is jammed. Okay, the good thing is that I can at least go through that gate right there and check out the exterior and look through the windows to kind of see what's going on here. It looks like there's like a back family room here, laundry room, kitchen's right there. I love this brick exterior. It looks like they just painted the white part, so that's good, but the brick exterior is beautiful. Check out this yard. Pretty sizable yard. I mean, it's okay size. And let's see what else we got here. Okay, good thing. They do have an AC, which is great. They also loved Diet Coke, clearly. So if they already have AC, that's good because that means I don't have to put my own AC in. But that does look like an extremely old condenser, so we might just have to put a condenser unit in. Looking at these windows, they are like that wood. So we're probably gonna have to put new windows throughout. Hopefully we could find standard size windows to fit there because this is a brick exterior. So it's really difficult if you have to get different size windows. One thing I'm a little nervous about with this house is the wiring, if it is an older house, and I'm not sure what kind of wiring that is. If you know, let me know in the comments. I mean, it's a single level house. Let's see if we can go in here. Check it out. Okay, so it looks like that's a bedroom. And then this one is like a back family room. You can't tell. It's kind of hard to see. The blinds are closed, so it's kind of hard to see. But let's see in here. Okay, so it looks like there's a new water heater, which is great. I don't know how old the furnace is, but that's the laundry room. Now we're gonna be on the computer and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I'm gonna determine what I'm gonna offer on this property. Now, this property specifically, I mean, you can see it here, and it does look like you could possibly reuse these cabinets and just put new countertops. This isn't like the greatest area ever, but I remember this back bedroom here, you could turn it into another bedroom. There's the bathroom. So it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We'll turn it into a 4-2. Now, when it comes to running your numbers, you typically want to do this in 3 steps. And step number 1 is always to determine your after repair value. Now, I typically will use PropStream, but because I am in currently non-disclosure state, we have to use the MLS. So we'll go ahead and go into the MLS, and essentially what you need to do to determine your after repair value is find the 3 most comparable properties comparable to your subject property that are completely remodeled. And when you look at that, you're going to want to look at all active, under contract, pending, and sold properties within the last 180 days. Typically, you want to be looking at the last 90, but if you have to go to the last 180, that's totally okay. I mean, let's just start off here with the last 90 days to figure out the ARV. Now, what I want to do is set a radius location of 1 mile from the subject properties. We'll go ahead and set that as the middle radius, and boom, there's the property right there. Now, it looks like we do have quite a bit of properties here to choose from. So what I'm going to do here is narrow down the square footage just a little bit more. Obviously here we have a 1332 square foot. So what we'll do here is we'll set square feet anywhere between 1,100 and 1,500. It's about plus or minus 20% without actually doing the math in my head. I'm just trying to get down to less than 20 properties. So right now we have 12 properties here, which is good. Now we can get a better idea of what we can actually sell this for once it's completely fixed up. Now, taking a look here, you have another 3-2, 470,000. It was on the market for 5 days before getting under contract. So I think that this is probably a good comp, and they're probably listed close to, if not over, what they're currently listed at. So that's a good one right there. That one's at 470. Okay, let's take a look at a little bit more. Now, this one's a 440. That one is a 450. Okay, let's take a look at this one. This one has a 1-car garage. Okay, that's good. Oh my gosh, it was under contract for 105 days. I wonder what happened. Let's take a look at the history here. Looks like they fell out of escrow. My guess is that the buyer couldn't qualify for financing. I'm guessing maybe the appraisal didn't come in high enough, but what's interesting is that it looks like there's a garage here, but for some reason there's no garage there. So maybe that's only a shed. Now, it is on the smaller side. This 297 seems like it's usable space. So that one sold for 545. This one's probably around 470 is my guess. Okay, let's see what else we got here. This one for 520. I know I'm going to be a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. So this one's kind of nice. Okay. Now, I don't like the purple for sure, but they got a 15,000 concession, which really means they ended up selling for about 500,000. Let me see this one. And that one's not remodeled, so I don't care about that one. I only care about the remodeled ones. 440, 454. Let's see this one. Here's another one. 470. And it looks like the cabinets aren't even completely done as well. So looks like they're probably close to that 470 as well. Now this is a manufactured home, so that's interesting. I wonder if that plays that big of a part in the sale price, but ours only has a carport. So that's something that we want to take into account. So realistically, I think just looking at all of these comps, we're probably looking at about 450 to 500 ARV. So let's just run it at that 470 price or 465. So again, first things first is you want to look at 465. Now on something like this, I want to at least make 35,000 profit on that for it to be worth it. It is a shorter hold than usually in Hawaii, so we can definitely get that 35,000. And if you look at a percentage of ARV, that is going to be about 7.5%. So round that up to 8%. That's about right. Okay. So when it comes to the rehab costs, now we're going to make sure that we can calculate the rehab costs on this. I need to double check to see if it needs AC in here. I do remember going to this property and it did have AC already. It will need a new condenser. So I think realistically with cosmetic plus needing a new condenser, we're probably looking about $45 a square foot based off of what I know in this area. So if we do $45 a square foot times 32 square feet, we're looking at about 60K. Okay, so let's just round that up to 60K. Now, realtor commissions, closing costs, okay. We have no HOA. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So first step when calculating numbers is get your ARV. We got that at 465. Second step is to calculate your rehab costs. Typically, you want to get some kind of price per square foot for what you're doing on your property. In this case, I know it's going to be about $45 to $50 a square foot. So we can go ahead and put that there. Now, the last thing is to plug in the rest of your numbers. This is really where the most important part is this loan amount. And in order to use this calculator, I'm going to have to match my purchase price here to my max offer. So I know we're probably going to be around like 250. Okay, that's good. So I'm just going to keep on adjusting this. This number here is my loan amount. And what my loan amount is the total amount of money that I'm going to borrow on this property. And since I'm buying this property with none of my own money, I need to borrow all of the money. And that's why this formula is total property costs plus purchase price minus the realtor commissions, because the realtor commissions are paid on the back end. Now, ideally, I'm probably going to hold this for, at worst case scenario, 12 months. Really, it's going to be closer to 3 to 6, preferably. I mean, hopefully the worst case is 12 months. If you see all these other properties, I mean, these are selling pretty quick. They're going into escrow pretty quick. This one's a little bit longer. It's 90 days. this is what I'm kind of worried about, is this one specifically here where it's sat for 105 plus 16 days. So that's about 120 days. And if I have to hold this property for 120 days just to sell it, and it takes 60 days to renovate it, then we're looking at about 6 months. So, I mean, realistically, it could probably be at 6 months. Okay, I know that my interest rate is going to be at 12%, and then points is going to be 1.5. Let's do that. So now looking at this, it looks like my max offer went up a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this and put 307 here. Okay. I just want to match it to where it's in the same thousands. Okay, it's going to be 304 for sure. That's going to be my max offer. Okay, so take a look at this. If I offer 304 and I plug in my purchase price here, I'm going to make $35,000 on this. And that's really the max amount that I could pay on this property. Hope that helped. If you guys are interested in this exact calculator and being taught by me how to run your numbers week by week with one-on-one coaching, sign up for a free strategy call. It's no risk, free, and I can help point you in the right direction. See if that's something I can help you with. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you on the next video. Shoots.